Notification gang, check. Well, we lit then. What's poppin', Odd fam? Oddball checking in here. And today we have a lot to discuss. Now let's jump right into it. First off, salute notification gang, hitting that like button. Before they start, y'all the real Odd fam salute. Okay, fam, so as a kid growing up, we all got these vivid memories of things we used to do constantly, fam. Outside of sports and the usual, one of the things I used to do that I know was annoying as hell back then to adults was ask the question why. I always had to know, why is this your profession? Why you did this and why you did that? Why? Maybe I was just nosy as a big dog. But constantly asking that, you begin to learn people's stories, bruh, and you find out quickly you always thought you had it bad in life, but you learn quickly there's always somebody's situation who's worse than yours. And that's what this story is about, fam. Growing up, life wasn't easy for indie artist JC the Don, bruh. And just like many other kids in life, he grew up in a single parent home. We all know some people who are single parents, they're just flat out sad, bruh, and don't even try. They still hold so much hate in their heart for the child father to the point that they use it as an excuse to not even try, bruh. They be like, hell no, fuck that. We bad off because of this nigga, and it ain't gonna get better. But then you got your single parents, no matter what the situation is, no matter how many obstacles in front of them, they go push hard to make stuff happen no matter what, bruh. And that's what JC the Don mom did, fam. Even while she was doing her best, sometimes bills still didn't get paid, bruh, because she had to stretch the little money that she had to take care of what was best at the time. So sometimes they didn't have lights and sometimes they didn't have water, fam. The list goes on, bruh. And just like any other person and parent in life, she had her flaws also. We'd have seen this plenty of times before. Her flaw was she would date men that wasn't shit. They ain't mean her no good, no job, ain't did nothing, and try to live off her, fam. And we all know the situation she in anyway, bruh. Living in a single parent home, your job is to be the man of the house and protect your mom at all costs. And that's what JC the Don tried to do. He would tell his mom Buddy ain't the right person for her, and he would tell the dude he ain't the right person for his mom, bruh. And you know that caused so much tension in the house, fam. Which eventually sparked a lot of fights and arguments, bruh. And it got so bad to the point that JC the Don mom had to choose between her kids and that man. And she chose the man, bruh. That was the breaking point right there. What should have been the easiest decision of her life turned out to be the worst. And this led JC the Don to go live with his dad and stepmom. Now, at first he thought, okay, this may not be too bad, bruh. Matter of fact, this is a better situation for me. He started to dwell on things like, man, I just came from a situation where the lights always constantly off. Kids constantly picking at my shoes at school. Fat ass sketches you got on, bitch. No, just playing. He said that about the shoe. But he did say that about the lights, though, fam. So once he got there, things were gravy at first. It looked to be the change he needed, bruh. It's kind of like when you talking to a female, bruh. The honeymoon stage of things. You know, you first talking to her, y'all get to know each other, everything cool, y'all be kicking it. You like, goddamn. Shawty cool as a bitch. But soon as you get to know her more, you realize quickly, this bitch ill. You find out ASAP, she crazy as hell. And that's exactly how it went at the crib, bruh. At first, it was the honeymoon stage. She was just moving in. They was trying to figure each other out, see how each other living, see what's good and what's bad. So they still at that point where they being overly nice and trying to make him comfortable, bruh. Because his dad and stepmom realized the situation he just came from, so they on their best behavior, bruh. But soon as they got comfortable with him there, they started showing their true colors and would be gone from home all the time, bruh. Which made that boy JC the Don and his stepbrother to fend for themselves. And when you put kids out there to fend for themselves, it often leads them to the streets, bruh. And that's exactly what happened, fam. Him and his stepbrother started robbing the pizza man, stealing bikes. The list goes on, fam. Anything they needed to do, to feed themselves. Now, this went on throughout his life up until high school, bruh. And that's when he turned to sports, fam. He played basketball for the first 2 years. He was pretty good, but he realized quickly he was naturally gifted and good on that football field, bruh. So the last 2 years, he played football. And while going from bed to bed between friends and influential people in his life, he realized quickly he could zero in on football and put all his focus on that, and that can make a better future for his life, bruh. And he became a monster, bitch. Man was going so crazy on the field that he became the best linebacker in the city and won MVP, bruh. And when you going that crazy on the field in Alabama, you know the scholarship's coming, bitch. That's when North Alabama, who was under Terry Bowden, which is the son of legendary coach Bobby Bowden from Florida State, offered him a scholarship, bruh, and he accepted it. Now, he went to the school and he played with that boy Janoris Jenkins, who's currently the cornerback for the New York Giants, fam. Now, just like everything else in his life, when he first got there, things was going good, bruh. He was liking it, but after experiencing so much in life and so much heartache, he fell into a depression, bruh, which led to him leaving college and going to work a 9 to 5 to feed his kids, dog. And the 9 to 5 he was working while having 2 kids wasn't cutting it, bruh. And he wanted bigger money and faster money, which led him to the trap, fam. While he was trapping, it led up to even more BS from people in the city plotting on him and catching him lacking while he was out of town and hitting up his spot, bruh. Then to make matters even worse, once he got back on, his own friends side him up, fam. Even after knowing that he got into debt with the plug and had to pay him off the first time, he still went on to set him up, bruh. Instead of clapping, buddy, he transitioned his life and turned to music, fam. He realized that was a better way to let out his anger instead of going and clap somebody and end up in jail and not being able to take care of his kids, bruh. Now, this led to him connecting with that girl, Jenny Blaze, which also got him a spot on Growing Up Hip Hop and the cut scene, dog. He's also been featured on XM Radio and other local stations, bruh. He inspires to work with that boy Derez Deshaun, Yo Gotti, and that boy Kevin Gates. He currently working on an album called Pleasure and Pain, which basically speaks on his life. He released this single Trenches, which is out now on every platform. And also he dropped another song called Fake Love. You can find that on every platform as well, bro. The money he made from the music industry, he plan on using that to give back to his community as he doing now by coaching youth football, fam. And he went 7-1 for the season and won the championship. So major respect to him, bro. Make sure y'all go check out that boy JC the Don. Link to his video Trenches will be in the description, bro. You got an amazing story, dog. Keep pushing, fam. And I'm glad you trusted me to tell it, bro. On my dead bed. Make sure y'all sub to the channel if you haven't. Also follow me on IG and Twitter. Links are in the description, man. On my dead bed. Oddball. Gone.